Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for returning to I Live Plants. You know me, I'm Steve. And in this episode, you all, I am going to show you my most glowed up plants. Now, what's a glow up? A glow up is when your appearance changes so much so that it's like, damn, you look good. It's like that, you all. So I have about 5 plants in this episode that I'm going to showcase about what I what I've done to care for them in these past few years, and just how, if I can find a picture of how small they were, I'm going to show you that. But in terms of size, in terms of just growth, how fast they put out leaves, what I'm doing to make that happen, and just the overall beauty of these plants, you guys. These are my most glowed up plants in this episode of I Love Plants. Thank you for tuning in. All right, you all. So I'm standing right by my Marble Queen pothos. You guys know who this is. This is Cleopatra. Cleopatra is taller than me and then some. So I have this right here that actually needs to go up a little bit taller, you know. But she's on a wobbly ass moss pole. I don't like these moss poles. And I think the last video that I did my houseplant tour, maybe I might have mentioned that I was going to switch out the moss poles, provide a little bit more sturdy support for this one, because as you could tell, she loves it. She's just growing taller and taller. Her leaves are getting bigger and bigger, which I love. Now, with Cleopatra, this is the deal with Cleopatra. Cleopatra drinks a lot, you all. So we're talking about feeding her probably at least once a week. She might even get something every 5 days, especially in this growth season. We are in the spring, heading into summer, and she's loving it. Her leaves feel nice, and they have some consistency to it. They're not wilted, they don't feel dry or wilted or anything like that. So she's actually feeling really good right now. Lighting, believe it or not, I have her right near a grow light. So that could possibly explain part of the growth, right? Pothos, depending on which type you get, some grow fast, some don't. I have a Snow Queen pothos right by her, believe it or not, right by the same grow light. The Snow Queen is not giving me as much growth as Cleopatra, possibly part of the reason I just got the Snow Queen probably 3 months ago. Cleopatra is just acclimated to my way of life. This girl gets me. I love her. I get her finally. I know I have a picture. I'm going to post it right now. This is what she used to look like. Okay, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it in the frame, but that's what she used to look like. And again, this chick is probably, if I put this one up here, almost 8 feet maybe in vines. Okay, so she's doing her thing. In terms of humidity, just regular ambient apartment humidity. That room and the plant room gets around maybe 55 to 60% humidity. So I do have a humidifier in there, but I range about that anyway. It's not like that humidifier just blasts the entire room with humidity. It doesn't do that. But she does get a little bit of increased humidity, but she does just fine, believe it or not, in just ambient conditions. She thrives. Okay, so you don't have to do too much to sort of get some sort of growth like that, aside from number one, providing your Marble Queen pothos with enough light, number one, and number two, feeding her consistently, okay, or feeding it. I'm not sure what gender pronouns your plants go by. This is a she right here, you know, Cleopatra. But again, I feed her very consistently. In fact, when I do go away, don't forget about her. Okay, so it's gonna be like one of those things where she's doing so good. Please don't forget about her. Okay, so whoever I task to water my plants is gonna be like sticky notes and arrows pointing to this Cleopatra right here, my Marble Queen. Don't forget to water this baby right here, because she definitely needs it, and she's probably going to need it a couple of times during a 2 week trip. So again, This is Cleopatra. She is probably my most glowed up plant that I have in this collection. I am so proud of her, you guys. Put it in the comments. What do you think of Cleopatra? Do you love her like I do, or close to it? Let me know. All right, guys, look, so right here I have my Philodendron McColley here. This is my McColley. Now, you know, I might have talked about her before. I'm sure I did. She is a need, or she was a need at Peter's Planters a while back, and I actually got her. She is a need satisfied, all right? So Mama Colley I've had now for, I want to say, I think I got Mama Colley sometime in the fall last year, if I'm not mistaken. And she is doing her thing. She resides in the master bedroom here, and she is right by a floor to ceiling window where she receives east facing light. The best time of year for east facing light right now, because east facing light, that sun is super duper high, right? So I got some big leaf energy here. This right here, sort of like neem oil plant spray, kind of gives the leaves a little bit of shine too. Mama Colley definitely has BLE. Okay, she's confident. She knows what she's doing, and she loves to just put out new growth, you guys. So as you can see, I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new leaves. So talk about a glow up. Yeah, this chick ain't playing. All right. So the deal with Mama Colley is she's another one who drinks a lot in this house. Like, I am watering Mama Colley definitely once a week right now here in the spring. And the thrive is, I mean, she's showing me exactly like, yeah, Steve, keep that up. You understand what I'm saying? Like, don't slack on the water and the nutrients. She's getting fertilized now, and because it is the spring, heading into summer, she's getting fertilized every 14 days. I'm not ODing with the fertilizer this year. I'm just not going to do that. I tried microdosing fertilizer for a little bit, and I just didn't like the results that it was giving me. I was getting a lot of burnt tips and stuff, and maybe my hand, I had a little bit too much of a heavy pour. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'd rather be safe than sorry. A 2-week dose of some, what is it, Super Thrive, and she's loving it. She has a natural shine, you guys. So like, I don't really have to do too much to get her leaves to glisten in the light. She's has a natural glow. I always say with this one, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's Maybelline, but it ain't Maybelline. Nobody's applying foundation on her, all right? She wakes up like this, like she Beyonce. You understand what I'm saying? So water, what, every week, okay? Fertilizer every 2 weeks. East facing sun. She gets daylight. She gets light all hours of the day. Okay. Now, of course, in the morning it's a lot brighter. I'm not repotting her yet. I probably won't repot her for another year or two, unless I get like a really, really fancy pot. But other than that, her soil is a chunky mix. Okay, and because she drinks so fast, she tends to get dry really, really fast, you guys. I have a moisture meter now. I water her when the soil gets about maybe 15% down to, you know, it's 15% dry, I should say, right? 15%. It's 15% wet, okay? So 85% dry. You know, you got to flip-flop the numbers a little bit. But I wait until it is fairly dry and trust and believe that after a week's time, she's ready to go and get another drink. And yeah, Mama Colley, I mean, look, the beauty about her is that when she sprouts up new leaves, kind of similar to my Prince of Orange, leaves are just like a very, very maroon or burgundy red, and it's stunning. It's almost the same color of the stem here, and then it turns a beautiful, beautiful dark green. At maturity, leaves get big, leaves get shiny, and this girl is amazing. Again, this is a glow up right here. She probably was about this big, maybe when I got her. And now she's just growing out of control. This is her favorite time of year, apparently, and I'm not stopping her. Okay, she can keep doing her thing, and I need her to be centerpiece worthy because I really want like a nice foyer with a mantle, and I want to put her right there in the middle of the table. All right, big and all. All right, so big leaf energy right here. She got it all day. This is my Philodendron McColley, the glow up right here, you all. Mama Colley, what you think? Put it in the comments. All right, guys, so another one of my glow up plants is my Ficus Burgundy. All right, this is my Ficus Elastica Burgundy. Let me take him out the pot. This is Rubber Dub, you all. And, you know, surprisingly enough, I have issues with Ficus, okay? Ficus and me, we have a love-hate relationship. I have a Ficus lyrata, you know, Figgy Exalia, and she don't like me sometimes. She's coming back. She might get an appearance here. I haven't decided, only because she ain't glowed up the way that I want her to be glowed up. So she's working on it. But I have also an Audrey that I just have 2 leaves, you all, and you know I'm tempted to put her outside just so that she may be able to do something and may be able to spark some sort of initiative to put out some new leaves. But again, another ficus. This ficus, I don't ever have an issue with. Now I'm crossing my fingers because I take that back. When I first got Rubber Dub, I was dropping leaves like crazy, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I was doing. Was I overwatering? Was I underwatering? I just could not get the watering schedule right. I water Rubber Dub from the bottom always, you all. I do not top water this plant. And the good thing about Rubber Dub is that when I bottom water Rubber Dub, I just sit it in a tub of water and it soaks up exactly what it needs. Now, here's the thing. I have 3 large stems here and then 1 short one right here. And this was an accident, you all. I actually dropped another plant. The pot broke the stem, you all. And, you know, ordinarily, I mean, Rubber Dub would be more symmetrical, you know, but hence it's not. Things happen in nature, things happen in this house, and I made an error and crippled Rubber Dub. So it looks a little sort of unbalanced here, but hey, what are you gonna do? Look, it grew an extension. Okay, so that's the resiliency of these plants. You all, they will find a way to survive. Okay, so here's the deal. Finally found a great watering schedule for Rubber Dub. Trust me, I don't water this plant probably every, I would say 14 days ish. Okay, and then again, I set it in this tub. Hey, you take what you need. Okay, again, this is another plant sat by my east facing floor to ceiling window, so it gets a lot of morning light. It loves that. This is in somewhat of a chunky mix. It has a lot of moss up top, so it retains a lot of moisture, and that could be another reason why Rubber Dub doesn't drink as much as, let's say, my Ficus lyrata. My Ficus lyrata has to drink every 6 days or whatever. Not so much for this one. Plus the stems are really thick here, and the leaves are kind of waxy and pretty thick. Like, you know, you can't easily, they're not easily flexible or bendable without you cracking them and getting that rubber juice, right? But again, this is a glow up plant. Homeboy was mad short when I first got him. And now, despite his little injury here, he is getting big. And this is another plant. This is a ficus that's a tree, essentially. So it's going to get tall. So you guys pray for me as I try to find another place with high ass ceilings. Anyway, this is Rubber Dub. Again, another one with natural leaf shine. So I don't typically have to shine the leaves. I just make sure that I dust them off because we don't want any sort of pest to infiltrate and mess up his progress. But what do you think, you guys? You feeling this Ficus Burgundy, this Ficus Elastica Burgundy with this little stub right here? What do y'all think? Put it in the comments. Let me know if this is a plant that you would get. Put it in there, all right? Another one, glow up. All right, you guys, and I'm gonna talk about these two plants at the same time. These are two Aglaonema plants. This is Aglaonema Maria. I mean, I'm not sure why they named her Maria. I think when I first got this plant, I named her Maria Von Tramp. Von Tramp. Maria Von Trapp. This was Maria Von Trapp, but I changed her name to Agatha Harkness. I don't know why. I mean, I'm a Marvel fan, and I act like I couldn't find another plant to name Agatha Harkness. And this is my Snow Spring, which is April surprise. I mean, if you ever get snow in the spring, it's typically in April. So unless you live like in the Northeast or Northwest, I don't know. Anyway, this is April surprise. All right. So this is the deal. Both of these plants have had substantial glow ups since I got them. This Maria, listen, I've seen Marias get huge, okay? They are floor plants eventually. And when I got Maria about a year and a half ago, Maria was probably about this big, okay? Maria loves to push out new leaves, okay? And the other thing with Maria is that she's a bottom feeder too. For some reason, she loves to soak up water from the bottom. I don't argue with that. It works for her. She likes it. She responds well from it. And I literally, on a monthly basis, I would say that I get about maybe 2 new leaves from Maria on a monthly basis on average. Okay. So that's my Maria Agatha Harkness. I don't know. Anyway, this is April surprise, my Aglaonema Snow Spring. And this is the deal with this one. I had it in a different area in the house. I had it in the plant room, believe it or not. And she wasn't doing that great. So what I ended up doing was placing her right by this one here, this Aglaonema Maria. And I began to get growth like crazy. Like as you can see, I got 2 new leaves coming up too. I think I got like 3 leaves in a week with just placing her right here. Now the deal is that this is not close to a window. Okay, it probably is about maybe roughly 25 feet, maybe 30 feet away from the window. So it's not like it's getting direct sun. It's not even getting indirect sun. It's like right here in the cut, okay? And it responds very, very well. This is the deal with these plants, you guys, these two in particular. If you don't have that much light, okay, now this is not saying that these plants can't, they need light. They just don't need that much. They can survive off of indirect low light conditions, you all. So if you have that in your house, in your place, these are 2 great plants to actually have with low light. They're totally low light tolerant. And as you can see, this one right here is thriving off of low light, you all. So both of these plants have been glow ups for me, especially my Snow Spring, because all of a sudden, I think within the last 2.5 months, I got about 6 or 7 new leaves from this baby right here. So guess what? She ain't going anywhere until I move. Okay, she's staying right there. She loves that space, and she's thriving. So is Maria. Well, listen, you guys, here's the deal. I really, really appreciate you all for watching. These are my 5 plants that have glowed up in the past few years, maybe, since I bought them. And I really, really love them. I really love them. They respond well. We have a good time. And they're thriving, okay? Listen, you all, I hope that you are loving yourself. You know how we are, on this channel. We are spreading love. We're making sure that we are loving ourselves through the good times and the bad times. Every day is not going to be a picnic. Everything is not going to be rosy, Okay, sometimes things suck and sometimes they really suck. Okay, so what I want you guys to operate in is a spirit of resilience and just keep moving forward. You all, one of the things that my mom always told me to do is that in life, just keep moving forward. You know, don't go backwards, keep going forward, keep trying to improve yourself, keep, you know, holding yourself accountable and change, if you can, the things that you don't like. Okay, you have the agency to do that. And you also have the agency to love yourself. You guys, this is something that you can't buy at a store. Okay, this is something that comes from within. So as long as you're doing the work to figure out what you can do to love yourself, to be a better person, and to keep moving forward, I'm all for that, okay? Because that's exactly what I'm doing on this side of the camera. I really appreciate you all for listening. I hope that you are having a wonderful evening, wonderful day whenever you're watching this. And I will look forward to seeing you on another video that I do in the near future. So again, you guys, I love y'all for watching. Thank you so much. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so because I really appreciate your support. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy.